All right. Hopefully this is working. I did see the sketch, but instead of a regular format where a car is built in collaboration, or like you just build a car, instead this time the car's already been built. It's a it is called the Takagi Malva. What's the product called again? Like something V6. Basically, huh? That's yeah. So the other day I was having a little bit of an issue with automation. I built one car with it, as well, nobody was there, and the game decided to just invert itself and not work from that point onwards. However, this time, I should clone this. I'm not gonna. Oh god, I didn't realize that I was using the actual one. Um, I am really not the most prepared for this. Oh, and I'll remember to change a thing, and oh yeah, this is taking a goddamn time to load. Yeah, automation's just been a little bit unreliable the last few days. And now, the RSV6 as it's called. Here's the car. It's meant to be like an Italian. I'll give a lore behind it because I have a level of automationism that is unparalleled, or probably paralleled by quite a few people. But essentially, this is a badge engineered Italian car made in collaboration with a Japanese car company. So it has the reliability of neither of them. It's got the reliability of an Italian car. But I'm interested into how this can be, say, improved or ruined, depending. Oh yeah, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, the the beholder. So I think a good place to start would be by choosing a wing or just something simple like that. Because as it stands, this isn't the most advanced thing ever. It's got a semi-detailed interior. Um, Massive 6x wing. 6x wing, like six wings, or I'll just put on one large wing for now, like a center wing. Just additional downforce. I'm not putting six wings on it currently. If it gets desperate, larger. All right, I'll make the wing larger. Is that large enough? It's larger than the. It's actually quite big. And actually, I'm going to constantly accidentally click on that, so I'm just going to just put on a regular wing like that and make it slightly less. I'll make it that size for now. This has been. You know what? It could be significantly worse. I just need somebody to suggest it to be smaller so I can turn it into like a silhouette car or something like that, or like a Group B car. It's from 85. Wait, did they do that one? 20 pop up. 20 pop ups. That is a request. Not sure how I feel about that request, but 20 is a big number. Although, I could have like a... That's giving me a brainwave, so to speak. I could have like... Going into the Group B theme, I could have like pop-up rally lights. So if I have two there, four there even. I absolutely love the way this looks. I don't want to make them wide. And I've already put in way too many of them. I mean, mm, it could be, it could be, oh, actually, not wide. Hold on. Which receipts I've just, like, inskinified. Make these a little narrower. Then I could actually have, like, 20 in the middle and it wouldn't look, like, horrific. So that'd be, oh god, there's gonna be too many of these, isn't there? I'm out of interest, gonna see what happens when I, like, turn these all on. Because I think my game might struggle with, like... No. It did it relatively well. That's, surprising. I mean, it could be a lot worse. Like, seriously worse. This is just a little bit shit currently. I mean, it's better than one pop-up. That's a lie, it's not. What do those pop-ups look like? Scan your sponsor. I'm gonna leave the sponsors for now. Hold on. Could have Victorian street lamps on the car. And I will remove that before people have the wrong ideas. You are honestly, if we're going to the Group B theme, which I think we might be now, this might not actually be too bad. If I put on like a, that's the wrong thing I moved. Large splitter that actually conforms to the car. Match it to the front bumper. Make it thicker as well. I saw the Scania sponsor message. I quite like the way that actually looks. Unless you want these instead of that, because that could work too. What interesting that looks. Well, that, I love that. I actually really like this. At least currently. Play it tad up. Is that good? So far, all we've actually done is make a, other than the ridiculous wing, we've just made a Group B car. And somebody's gonna say, put a inline 69 or something, or 1.9 TDI, and then it will kind of go to not good. But so far, I actually, it's probably because it's based on an existing car. I actually don't hate the way it looks at the front. wonder what else could be done. Because, of course, it doesn't have to just be parts it can add. You can change the wheel color. You can change the primary color. You can change the secondary color. You can change the interior color. That's up for debate. We can add things to the interior. We can remove things from the interior. So we could have, like... We could even have a tire as our steering wheel. There is no limit to what you can do in automation at this point, essentially. We could even have... New rims is honestly... I mean, these are basically Alfa Romeo rims, but could be definitely done. Biggest issue with asking for new rims, though, is that there's a lot of options. However, I will keep it on the theme of, like, 80s sports car. So I think these probably mono. Like these are these are Corolla rims, but I'll look for a good mono spoke design. Actually, I think I'll put those because I'm not entirely sure. Oh, those work a bit too well. Unless you're meaning, if it's a bicycle, that's not mono. I think I very luckily don't have the mono that you're speaking of. I do. I do. Oh god. This is an interesting wheel choice. Yeah. Yeah, of course drivetrain can also be changed. We don't have a shifter even. That could be something that gets added. That's quite a delay. I'd recommend refreshing maybe. Um, some of these I forgot I actually had installed. And somebody just pointed out that the thing has the SimpleNG release tomorrow on the wait screen. I forgot to change that. Um, SimpleNG has been out for a decent bit of time. Oh god, we could ruin it with some modern infotainment. Spring. They have lean. I might put a cup of lean in the car just for now. Just for rotation set to 0. And I'll set a very purple cup of very purple lean in this very grey and brown interior. Just realizing there's no door cards on the saver, which is not too important. Um, I'm kind of interested as to what colors people think this car should be. Or as this is a Group V car, another thing we should have is a number. I'll leave that for now. I know that all the number suggestions are also going to just be like, don't actually know what they're going to be. I can predict one be bright orange and pink. Which one do you want as the primary? Which one do you want as the secondary? Because I can do both reluctantly. Primary orange. That actually looks really good with the grey. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love the grey and orange combination. I didn't think that that would actually... Oh, it's McLaren coloured. I forgot to change the bonnet colour. If it wasn't for the wing and the wheels, this thing would look amazing. I mean, I don't know what vibes it's giving off. Um, at the front, it is pretty solid. Although, I do want to point out, it's possible to, like, extend this wide body. Never mind, it's not. It broke the fixtures at the front. Which will extend at the back, though. Decent bit. Honestly, the entire point is that if it is ugly, it should go on. Yeah, I think I'll make it like a pink tinted carbon. That could look moderately okay. And I'll remember to change that color to the pink carbon as well. I mean, it could be worse. Could be a lot better, but it could be a lot worse. And I'm gonna just draw your attention. There's blowers. There's a lot of these. I shouldn't have drawn your attention to that, but that is what's a prototype roof scope look like? Never mind. That doesn't look like anything that doesn't exist. That's not in the game. I think they've added new fixtures as well. Like the Kia Picanto ones were very everyday, but they've added tail lights from the VE Commodore. At least I think they're from the VE Commodore. What looks like the Toyota Corolla. Front, mid, rear edge. I'll look at that in a second. And whatever that's from. Front, mid. What a front, mid. I don't know if there's... Oh wait, I went pat. Make it rear long if the engine doesn't fit. Ah. Let me make it mid longitudinal or mid transverse. It doesn't fit with any of those. I mean, it was front engined, front longitudinal. Was it front longitudinal? Something has broken. As I quite like the engine being in the front, where it usually is, but I wouldn't be too opposed to having it in the back and making it all-wheel drive. But I actually really like the way it looks in the front, and I do want a big like intake at the front. Well, so far this is going way too smoothly. It's just gonna be like 5 minutes until somebody says like, oh, I'll put like super tail lights as like the exhaust or something, which I shouldn't have said out loud because that would now be said. Must be a Gatti Aero. I'll tackle that in a second. I'll just put I'll prime the car for having a number put on the side. Clone in place. The top opposite side, I think that's it. Massive exhaust. Not impossible. For a regular car, that's quite massive. Number 39. I have to count, oh god. The last one, you mean? Because if so, yeah, that stacks. Massive single twin. Twin single. Ah. So dual single exhausts. This is like the... I'm gonna put some exhaust cutouts for that, because those are huge. If I can figure out how to actually get exhaust cutouts. These body molding maybe. Just mark this as cutouts. Does this match the description? They're massive, they're twin, and they're single exit. That's not happening, but it's I need to stop experimenting with fixtures on stream. We have more funky wings. And it's gone. Hmm. I don't really know trucks. Probably the Golf 1.9. I don't know. Quite like those. I bet you wanted the massive wing. But I found a massive wing that I really like. And it's upside down. The game will let me quickly move this. Now, I think that actually looks amazing with the silhouette wing. Like, that looks like it could be an actual race car now. Well, another thing I could do is I could move the original wing up and just have it as like a pillar in there. I think that looks good. Unfortunately, it does. It's gone a little bit too well. The only real issue currently is mono spokes and the 20 pop-up headlights. But the way this has worked is it's based on an existing vehicle. So oh, and the massive exhausts, which I mean just looks like some extreme tuner stuff. You change the monospoke. That's a very generous bit of bidding. I'm gonna put those back on. I actually really like this. And I mean, I know I've said it like 20 times, but I know it's going to change. Oh yeah, it's got lean on the inside. I forgot about that. Hmm. It is meant to be like Italian car, so I'm gonna test it against the actual car. So this car is gonna be. I'm not sure if I should test it right now because automation has a tendency to not boot again. Um, but this is based on a car that I made earlier. Um, I'm just gonna quickly get a screenshot of it up on screen. I will change the simple NG another time. So this is what it's based on. Basically just an Italian car. And I mean, even with the 20 pop-up headlights, it doesn't look too bad. But I feel it's going a bit too well. There's still the number to be decided. And its other fixtures, which can be 39. Ah, same number. I was expecting slightly less same number, but yeah. 39 is not bad, and I manually mirror it because, yeah. I keep clicking the wrong one. Hmm. Of course, it can be changed again, the number. Just because something has been changed doesn't mean it can be changed. Or doesn't mean it can't be changed again. Uh, what else is there I can put on this? I'm just going to put an L plate on this temporarily. Not quite sure why, just, just so it has it. Oh, that's malformed. I wonder what's in this pack. I'll just ads or stickers of companies that run ads. Hmm. I might take a bit of creative liberty. And I might add something which I think could be quite useful to the interior. If I can find where... Actually, I'm going to add these. It's a rally vehicle, I think. I mean, so far it looks like a rally vehicle. There's... Hmm. It's a shame that this will not go at a normal angle, but I might also add a roll cage. Just so it's a little bit less unsafe in the case of rallying incident. And I've moved the trim piece. This is going too well, I feel. Like way remove mufflers. Mm, yeah. I have issues with automation currently. But what I found works for me is if I'm putting it through the what's the mode called again? Uh, on Steam when it brings up the choose an option mode, if I'm like clicking uh the troubleshooting menu and then launching it in DX11, it then doesn't like crash when I'm loading up a car, which is an issue that I've been having the last few days, and that's why I didn't have an automation car done last night, was because of that. Not last night, the other night, was because of that issue. So yeah, it's temperamental piece of software, to say the least. I wonder if there's any of these which would beam. Just just beam. Yeah, I've been having no issues with automation up until the other day. And I'm gonna be back in a second because I kinda wanna get a snack in a sec. Um yeah, I'll be back in a minute or less probably. I just I need a Twix. Or anything really. I found a whole ass bag of Skittles. I have around 700, I think, mods on automation. Basically, just subscribe to all of them. Um, at least it says like loading 700 mods when I go to play the game. I am quite peckish, and I'm not going to set this next to my laptop's radiator fan. Um, I yeah, I think I not had it where it's crashed from fixtures before, but definitely slowed down from them. I'm also going to add just a Nürburgring sticker. Just fuck it, why not? I could make that larger so it's not impaling the rear seats as well. Oh, never mind, I can't. I could move rear seats forwards. Hmm. Yeah, Celerons kind of do that. Oh, I don't know if I love or I hate the fact that that's impaling the dash. I'm being a perfectionist on the wrong things. This is a crash course in, like, how to wish euthanasia upon yourself. It's a shame that you can't have diesels in automation, because I would have loved to just, like, build a 1.9 turbo diesel for this. I mean, I know you can with editing the files, but I don't really want to do that. Um, Plus, I'm going to be editing the J-beam of this anyway, and let me just quickly check how high it's going to be revving up to. Um, It'll be on my desktop, so it's automation car sounds 12,000, not 12. Oh yeah, 12,000. So while I'm here, I can change the simple NG sticker because it is horrifically outdated now. And I don't know which one to put. Oh, I have so many of these. Certified Daewoo Gamer. I think that one suits me. So yeah, this car, we're gonna have to build it to to be able to do 12,000 RPM without having a seizure, which is going to be an issue because the engine in its current state only really works up until 8.1k. I don't want to reduce the RPM limit because I want the funny noises. Um, which one will just float? Like hold on. I think I know which one is 12,000. I think it's a microwave. Racing. I might I've accidentally overwritten the original engine. I'm gonna make a new engine for this. It's gonna be the what did I manual? Could make it an inline 3 for now. Because I know that they rev quite high. Oh, hold on. Oh, I can't unselect it, can I? Yeah, actually, this is a weird thing with automation. Pistons are now blue. Pure tech. Hmm. I prefer the engine working. So I might not do that. Well, I'll make it an inline 4. I will do forged heavy just because it has like the highest RPM endurance. Probably turbocharge it because I want it to actually be able to rev up to 12,000 RPM. It's a massive intercooler. It's not going to produce that much power, but it's good to be hopeful. Multi-point per cylinder. Nitromethane, race, everything. I think that's actually... it's a bit on the large side. Actually, there's two plans of attack here. I could go with the like a large, like a regular inline four that produces really high amounts of power, or I could produce a really tiny engine, like a 1 liter inline three. It's not massively tiny. It's pretty much what's in every car. And just have that rev up to like 6 million RPM or something. And just edit everything in the J beam so it just doesn't melt itself. Because this is currently failing at the same. This isn't. This is just not a good curve at all. I wonder what's gone wrong. Ah, the Bami Baby. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna go for a different approach. I'm gonna go in line three, and I'm just gonna make it like unlarge. Like I'm gonna go with a 1 liter. Quality up on everything. Oh, the engine is no longer exploding, I think. I don't want a curve that just drops off to like 29 horsepower at the red line. Alright. Oh, that's a lot better. In terms of performance, this is actually probably quite competent. Like 328 horsepower. I might leave it because this is just not bad. Wonder if I can get more boost out of it. And judging by that red, yeah, turbo has failed and exploded. Oh well. That's better. Ah yes, size disparity. I can also make the exhaust bigger. 254. So it's yeah. I'm not gonna keep that. Um you can see the intercooler there. He's just doing his own thing. He's in the way for suspension, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'll also make this bit clear so you can see the intercooler through it. My frame rate's dropped a little bit now. I really wonder why. Is this really I definitely plan on making this into its own video in the future. But oh, I should actually say I have no idea what to say about watching this in post, but I could promote the server. Let me just think of something to say here. So if you're watching this in post, do follow the link in the description to the Discord and to my Twitch where you can catch whatever the fuck is going on here. I don't know if that was good, but maybe I'll leave that in, maybe I won't leave that in if I make this actually into its own. If I make this into its own video, eventually, not inevitably, inevitably, it probably will get forgotten about. I need to think of just something. Um, as a bit of homage to the video that I deleted because I just didn't really like it, I'm going to put horns up the front. We're paying respect to that truly shite car. And I'm only going to put one bar on it. I'll just leave it as that. This is going to be shocking. This is going too well. I've had an idea. Because I do think this is going a little too smoothly. I'm gonna randomize a few parameters. I'm gonna randomize some of them, such as the drive type. So, I should have really scheduled this beforehand. It's just kind of like a in the moment thought that I've had, so that is why it is very poorly prepared. I'm gonna bring up Wheel of Names. Or RNG, probably, not Wheel of Names. I'm just going to put between 1 and 6. And the number it lands on is going to be what ends up going on the car. So here, generate a number, and we get 5, which is helical all-wheel drive. And the brakes are now suffering from severe brake fade. However, all-wheel drive is pretty good for a group. I'm not sure if it's a Group B car, but it's pretty good for a rally car. Even if the axles may be going through the radiator piping. Engine trim, I will do that. Don't know what that means, but non-boxer WRX with a 3-cylinder, yes. I mean, yeah, no, a 3-cylinder isn't a boxer, so it's just... I wonder if I should randomize the top gear between 44 and 571 miles per hour. I'm not actually going to do that, but out of interest, I really want to see what it'll give me. So... Cardboard is a very good comparison. So, just out of interest, what would it give the top speed as? 413 miles an hour. Yeah, no, it's not doing 413 miles an hour. Put a bit more of a rear bias as well. Maybe 60-40. I wish I had a much better solution for RNG because I really like having like, things randomized. So maybe not that much, but it's an option. What if I made it crossplay? I can have the same Ah, if I had it as crossplay, I could have it at the same tire width. That's nice. I'm not gonna do that, but unless somebody decides it should have that, it's not gonna have that. I need more suggestions. This is too non-challenged. Like this thing would just make sense. Fifth wheel. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's... Is that beyond my ability? I don't think that... I mean, there is a fifth wheel there, but I don't know if that's really... Tiny pyramid side exhausts. Do I get to get rid of the old ones for that? Because I'm not a massive fan of them. Just macroscopic. Oh my god, that's a difference in size there. That makes a bit more sense. The macroscopic is funny though, so I'm gonna actually put just a small exhaust. Could be worse, could be stacks. This looks new. I mean, I know it's just body molding, but I think this is just newly added. Um, VirtualBox guest editions. It allows stuff like Windows Aero to be enabled. I don't really remember. That's something we could do. We could check up on the VM actually, just to see how it's going. Um, I'll just load up the VM, just for a brief minute or two. I'm not gonna make this the entire thing, but I just wanna. I've lost my mouse cursor.
Hello, Company. I hope you're recovering from your bowsack removal surgery.
Just
Get well soon.
currently, this is what the VM is up to. I wonder if it's still got it installed. Computer. Never mind it. It's not. For resolution, this is scaled up. But the screen resolution is 720p. It's 720, I think, with it like set to large or something. Scaled up to 1080p. Yeah, you have to install the VirtualBox guest editions for it to actually work, I believe. The VM is in quite sorry state currently. Not guest edition, guest additions. So it's like it's an ISO file that should be somewhere on the Oracle website. I have no idea where to find it on the Oracle website either. It's just it's there somewhere. Maybe. Oh god. I did not know that, actually. I'm gonna leave this as a little Easter egg in the car. Why is he there? That's a re that's not how scaling tools work. He spins. I really want to try like an old version of automation. Don't know why. This could really look good. That's a roll cage, not a splitter. This could really just make it look like a regular grip B car. Which is what I'm worried has actually just been made here. Yeah. Oh shit, I just realized what you're meaning by sideways stacks. Hmm. I think we've got more exhaust than cylinders. But yeah, these are proper suggestions now. Honestly, the stacks kind of look like some pretty cool Bosozoku type shit, but it's not. It's just, mm, I mean, we might have less exhaust than valves. I love how free fixtures has turned us from somewhat normal. Another truck there, but I love how like, oh yeah, I do actually. Ah yes, this one. That's fucking massive. Um, I love how free suggestions or like free fixtures makes a car go from, you know what, quite a reasonable appearance of a Group B stage to this. It's a good sign that are those actually usable? Those actually might be somewhat usable. They're not gonna be great for. Oh, they've still got these. They're not needed anymore. How much RAM and I'm not sure. I think like probably 4 cores and probably like 8 or 16 gigs of RAM. I can't fully remember. Actually, it'll probably be 8 gigs of RAM. I just don't want the risk of Merlin doing the RAR X3 copy pasta if I put it up again. God, this exhaust plumbing situation is 5 mile/hour impact. Oh my god. Yep. Oh my god. Make tofu? Alright, we can turn it into initial D. Yep. Yes, touchscreen dashboard. That's... Of course that has to be an option. I'll use this one because it's the biggest, probably. I'll slightly move it just so that's also readable. Needs your front toe hook. Okay, yep. I suppose in like the event of a front end collision, if it like spins backwards into a tree, it allows it to be towed out that way. Run along the dashboard. Okay, that's maybe not exactly what was meant by that, but... Oh, now it's being impaled by the, There's the full width infotainment. Roof skip. Alright, that's definitely a suggestion. Yep. This is definitely how I wanted this car to turn out when I was originally building the original Takagi Malva RS V6. This is what I had in mind. I suppose it's probably not a bad idea to add a couple more fuel caps as well, just so it's got more filling speed during a race. Just a few more. Like nothing too significant, just maybe like that. F1 side pods. If so, put them on the hood. Oh, yeah. I hate that I actually think I have that. If I knew where it was, I swear I saw I had those earlier. Do I have them? It must have been like under vent or scoop or something. I swear I had those. Is that it, actually? No, I don't think that's it. I'll look for that in a second. I've just noticed a couple more unique suggestions, such as boy kisser hood ornament. And now I've lost where boy kisser is. Maybe for the better. Oh wait, no, he's in 3D, isn't he? Maybe not have it so large. Maxwell Fumo and Barapu. Okay. So we will have more passengers. This thing's turning into a goddamn wildlife sanctuary. Actually, I have Maxwell as the designated driver here, and I have Fumu in the back. I can find the Fumu, of course. Oh, it's fair. This is by far the worst thing that's ever been made. Albuquerque license plates. Well, I might have New Mexico ones. Hold on. I've got New Hampshire, New Jersey, and New York. I don't think I have the right ones. I do have ones which have OOXD or yeah, OOXD. I have those though. Those will hopefully suffice. Yeah, how dare they? We're still happy with the orange and grey color scheme. It needs more American. I don't think there's a single American flag on it already. That's the wrong section. That's also the wrong section. This might too be the wrong section. I don't know where they America. I was a bit too capitalized, but is it in 3D? I swear it was in something like badges. Maybe it's number plate? I don't know where it was. I know it exists. Machine gun. Oh, God, how can I have forgotten the machine gun? Yeah. What card is... What card's complete with that one? I am having not many frames per second. I will have to find the America. There it is. Make it stretch res too. And that is not very... I won't forget the turbine. Mirror that too, just so it's got America on all sides. Now, where's the turbine? I swear it was on the last thing. There's an F-16. Oh, and Miku. And Cerveza Crystal. And I found the turbine. I forgot how large this thing is. It is your work is very much noticeable. And I'm gonna just add this to the drivers, but well, for realism, because realistically, why would you drive this unless you were where did my beer go? Oh, what the heck? There's no pedals. Another spoiler on the spoiler. Wish has been granted. Bottle pedals. Oh, fuck's sake. Um, that is doable. See, every time like you go to accelerate, snaps the bottle cap off. You can, yeah. This is an absolute atrocity. This car. Well, I've got Sylvia parts. That's interesting. Oh, I can put on the fifth wheel now. It's not going to function, but it will be put on the side as like a spare wheel. The truck thingy? You mean like the this? Because I hate to break it to you, but there's no space. Unfortunately, I think I've actually realized where it might have some space, which is up here. I can also add more truck thingies, as in truck horns. Wherever. Oh, fire truck bells as well. I can add. So I could have just a couple of these. I swear I had truck horns. Ah, yes, truck horns. And make sure that they're 2D rather than 3D. Oh god. Truck horns going through the glass. Um, I would if I knew how to do that. I'm just unfortunately very not good at moderating anything because I just don't know how. Ooh, actually, this is important. Window wiper. Oh shit. Um. Oh, I will make. There's a big choice of guns. I don't really know gun names. I know that's a P90. I know that that's a Glock. I don't know that that's like an M16. I think that's an MP5. Most gun-looking gun. Do they have an AK? Um, they don't. I'll give them a revolver because revolver's pretty cool. You like revolver ocelot if he was a different type of cat. Um, no real reason in particular. They're just kind of it's in case somebody breaks into my game. self-defense, really. Cross make it look as if they got shot. I have to agree with you. There is no way that this can be improved. Mouth. What do you want with the mouth, though? He's got a gun in his mouth. I can't. I've got no space to add anything on the front. There's no space. You know what? There's a couple of things that can be done. Uh, Namely, changing the color of the interior if wanted. That can be done. Ear hood ornament. I will add that as well as the boy kisser. Triple. Okay. Um, this is CVT. Quantum CVT. I might put that up to like 200 or something because it can probably do that with the amount of horsepower it's got. You know, this might actually win against the other thing because it's got more power. It's all-wheel drive. Just takes one person to suggest drum brakes as small as possible, and then it's or bicycle tires, and then it's all down the drain. But so far it's not bad. It's not bad. That's a bit of a contradiction compared to what I'm seeing on my screen, but biggest drum brakes. I'm not too pissed off at that suggestion. I could try to make a twin go off stream, yeah. Oh, and I can actually put these on here. That could make sense. Ish. Makes sense is not something that comes to mind when you see this car, but it's possible. No, it's as in like making a car that you can destroy. Basically, I think is what he's talking about. Like what I did with the RSV6. Not a real car, but I do wish it was a real car because I actually really liked making it. I think it's really cool in its unshittified form. I must ask, what color do you want the interior to be? Just pick two colors. Doesn't matter if they go well together. Just two colors for the interior. Because currently it's grey and grey. The dashboard's brown, a different shade of brown, and also grey, but hot pink and vomit green. Oh. That's unfortunately that's very much possible. Yeah, that is like. Do you know I should release this on the Beam forums and just get like a permanent ban or something? Just, just for like the love of the game. Oh wait, shit, I clicked the wrong thing. Let me clone the plane. I can't say words tonight. Edit paint. So that's the vomit green. I am not... My laptop's having a really tough time trying to process this. Oh shit, that's the wrong one I clicked. I wish I could stream more, but I really don't have time with, like, studying and other things. I do plan on making this into, like, a video. I said that earlier, but I don't know if it's the same to watch these as a video or not. I wonder if that glows red when, like... Hold on, let me see. It does. Huh. Oh, and I forgot this entire area. So I will clone that bit. And I'll make that the pink bit. Clone the paint again. Edit the paint. Realize I've edited the wrong one. Sick of beer. Hold on. I am not having a great... Sketch was pretty good. Like, because I know that without like an actual drawing tablet, it is really hard to draw on PC. Stick a beer in the center hall of the rocker. Or rocket, as I believe that that was meant to be said. So I'm gonna admit something about this entire like Steelies. Well, I'm just noticing that's all break. Yeah, these streams are very much inspired, to say the least, by somebody that I used to, well, he's just not made content in like the last 2 decades. Shiny Odd. I can also change the rim material here. Steel. So Shiny Odd's old automation videos is kind of what got me into like PC gaming as a whole. Because I was like, oh shit, automation of BeamNG looks so much fun. I really want to do this someday. And that's essentially what's like to this. I was thinking, alright, he doesn't really do his content anymore. I wonder if I could do it. Or not, his directly, but his style of content. And that's what led to this happening. I'm starting to love it as well. Compared to the base form, this is night and day difference, and Beam will have a very hard time trying to process this. I'm just putting the spare wheel there as well, because I'm generous like that. Where's the rest of the wheel? Hmm. I had a friend in primary school who played that game. So yeah, I've heard it was pretty good. And I believe it's developed by a game that I was playing quite recently uh, with my cousin. It was a game called Raft. I believe they're developed by the same studio, so at least Raft does have a reference to scrap mechanic in it. Mm. I love how if you think about a lot of games have references to other games, and without stating the obvious of Fortnite, because it does business actual collaborations every other month, or even just basically every other week at this point. Terraria has quite a few references to games in it, because I know it has the oh god, what was it even called again? Ethereum Crystal thing is a reference to Dungeon Defenders. It's a pretty good game to get when it's on sale for like £2.50. But there's DLC for it, so which adds a massive amount of the game. So the base game doesn't have all too much in it. I'm just gonna put these on for sake of it. I wonder if it's time to export this. Maybe give it a new name or something like that, but the chat built it version. The RS chat built it. And also, if I have it as a separate name, it won't bundle in with the regular one on Beam, which is a good thing. But for once with the exporter, I'm not going to be exporting it as a zipped folder. Because I... Zip pack mod, unselect. You may remember I asked for engine sounds. I probably mentioned this earlier in the stream. But I'm going to be porting the engine sounds that were meant to go in the Halloween car, which ended up never really happening. I mean, there's the ghost car, which just was made as like a waiting thing. Oh, shit. I did not mean to export to open up that folder there. This is really something. I was going to say something, and it's completely left me. Hmm. Can you believe that took an hour and a half? Like, or I believe that all of that was done in 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 7 seconds since the stream started. And I'll just open this folder. There is a lot of work that has to be done to this. So this is going to be the boring bit. Oh, did you install it? Oh my god, that looks like hot shit balls in the sound engine. And now I'm going to see if I can remember how to do this. Where's automation engine sounds? So I've got everything from 500.mp3 to 1200.mp3. Most of them are just going in intervals of 1000. But I am going to actually get a photo of that so I can remember what each one is. Like what they're... I want to make sure they are all MP3s. Luckily. I'm going to delete all of the engine noises from this folder. Shit, I've written a lot of engine noises for this. And I'm going to just select all the MP3s in here. And find the folder that dictates them. I don't need to, I'm not updating the plus right now. Camzo engine something something.jbeam, and I can't find the correct values. I wonder how much could be edited in this though. Because I could get this so it doesn't melt itself. That's not the right one for engine sounds. Intakes? Not that one either. I'm gonna put some music because this is going to be boring and not make the final cut, so that's not put on music, has it? Engine internals, is it? While I'm here, I could add a few zeros to damage thresholds just so it doesn't die. Save that. Figure out where the fuck the engine noises are. Is it in Lua? Engine.lua? I have completely forgotten about this is not. There is a way, I just cannot remember it right now. It was like exhaust noise or something in the J-beam. Huh. Will it be an art? Art, sound, engine. Oh, JSON file. That might very well. That's it. That's the file that I need. And my chair is... sounds like it's about to die. Oh, this is a lot of text shit. I don't like editing J-beams. 0500.mp. Where'd my music go? Ah, my YouTube tab crashed. That's fun. Got it back. 500.mp3 for 8500 for 500. 1000 p3. I can just delete the ones between 1000 and 2000. If only there was a quicker way to do this. I mean, there probably is, but I'm just not very wise. But trust me, these is the fuck, I'm having a stroke again. This will be worth it. $4,000.mp3. I wish I could have a way to just easily do this pre-stream. That would have been probably 100% possible if I knew how. $5,000.mp3. It's 6,000 minutes, 6,900. Because somebody had a sense of humor. I'm quite curious as to what that will be. Because I've forgotten what all of the sounds are, which is definitely going to be good on my eardrums. So, has anybody got any good, interesting game recommendations? Right, see you finish, Blue. Because I am considering... This is going to come as a massive surprise. Playing games on stream. And now I'm going to have to copy this again because there is more values than there originally was. Have you enabled 3D hardware acceleration in the settings for the whatever the VM software is called? Because I don't think... alright. I'm not quite sure. Just copy this here. And hopefully, when I load it in... yeah, virtual... I just forget what it's called myself. That's one I use. I'm just not good at the names of software. I'll load up BeamNG. I'm not sure Vulkan, because... Laptop graphics moment. My laptop's probably quite hot right now. So I will take this for a quick independent drive around. I'm not quite sure where. Oh, apparently I have too much mods. Oh yeah, and I have simple NG, which changes my loading screen. It's actually quite interesting. I didn't know it was actually possible, so yeah. I didn't even know you... Well, I knew that some mods could change the... What's it called again? Oh my god, this thing looks like fucking shit. I knew some mods could change, like, the images on the loading screens, but I didn't know music was possible to be put there. And I wonder if this will export the sounds. And I'm realizing why I... It worked. Oh my god. It's not gonna reach like 10 and 11,000 RPM. So when I can't even speak. When it's gonna be going around the lap, it's just it's just gonna be constantly Jeremy Clarkson screaming speed and power, and the grocery store music pitched down like 10 times. This is what was this actually is. I I have well on my controller. I have no words. It's because one of the engine noises is actually just a fucking microwave. I've made pure autism. What if I just like pause the game, press my like boost key like 20 times? I kind of expected that when pressing boost so often. Wonder what it looks like from the interior cam. That gives me a very solid answer. I'm gonna prepare the hot lap. Just genuinely the worst thing ever fucking made. So I'm gonna first do a lap in the. There's every BeamNG car. The standard RSV6, which definitely isn't, you know, a rip-off of a name GTV6. I'll do a lap in the normal one, just to refresh everybody's sanity. Something that will be pretty much non-existent in normal engine noises. Not sure how this one's really working because it's got no pedals, but and I genuinely forgot what the engine sounds were on the other one. I did not intend for like peak R or the power peak to be Jeremy Clarkson repeatedly saying speed and power. That was. Can you tell that I'm not good at playing on a controller? On the subject of V6s, I never really understood, like, VQ hate. I'm saying this because I saw quite a nice Nissan 350 earlier. I genuinely think they're quite nice sounding cars, but maybe that's because I don't see them all too often, or hear them all too often. This is a Gran Turismo, I cannot do that. So... Okay, it's very prone to lift off oversteer. And lift on oversteer. But overall, it's a very... It would probably be a very nice driving car. And it has a really nice sounding engine, so... And I saved it. I'm not sure what's worse, is the fact that you'll have to fix it, or the fact that you'll have to use Reddit. And I spin out on the last fucking corner. I wonder how this will stack up on the leaderboard. Because I actually really like this car. And it was behind the Dodge Neon Speed Light and my personal AE86 config. And it was quicker than... What the fuck is the Nolver? Oh, that's the... That's like the original... Oh. That's the original version of this that this is inspired by. And now? I'd rather take the Matisse, but I'm gonna have to take the, AIDS. Darudamus! I wonder if I should fire up the VM after this, just for a little bit of shenanigans. I love wing wobbles. I hope that the audio is pitch shift enough for it to not be, like, content ideable on YouTube. This is just... Oh my gosh. I am at a loss of words on how to describe this thing. Traditional words of good and bad aren't applicable here. Honestly, if I do that, that's going to drop my frame rate so much. Yeah, pretty much. This is... I fucking love... Yep. Pretty much. I wonder if I can actually power slide it. I hate the fact that this is a CVT. So many parts just fell off there. It was the fucking quickest. God fucking damn it. It was the speedest. Speedest. It was the quickest car around the track. No, the speed and power at the, like, peak power of the CVT was not intentional at all. I suppose, while I am here... I can test the ghost car. That was meant to be... This was meant to be... the boss. In a boss. I thought you were going to say the boss, but didn't steer, because I don't have it on this. Just do a benchmarking lap in the ghost car. The thing that might have broken my automation. I mean, it's a good concept. Next year I really have to look at BeamNG for Halloween. Have like another couple people on automation and just make atrocities. I think that is actually, I wouldn't say best car ever made, because it's very far from that. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if I was just simply, like, doing it with, I actually don't have any, don't really know anybody who plays automation that would actually want to, like, go on the live stream about it, because it kind of does involve actually probably talking a bit on live, so... This is actually, honestly, a really interesting car, because you can see the suspension working. I actually didn't think that for, like, 100% through when I was making it, but this is a really interesting car for just seeing the drivetrain do drivetrain things. So I've actually indirectly made something educational. Just if motion blur didn't ruin the effect. This is not going to be a good benchmark lap, because I'm realizing I'm already at 3 minutes, and all of them were like 2 minutes 30. So the usual spin out stack probably makes it a bit more accurate. Oh, it's dead last. So I'm not quite sure what to do now. I might just put up the VM just for a bit of shenanigans. Well, I do have to mention, next weekend I am gonna be away, so I won't be able to, well, away in quotations. I'll be back home, and well, I do have my PC there, but my internet is fucking abysmal there. It's like, I'd say around a few megabytes per second download on a good day. Upload is almost never more than 1 megabyte per second, and this is currently at 5 megabytes per second. So actually, like, as I think capped to 5 megabytes per second. So I won't be able to do anything next weekend, but Wednesday night again, I'll probably get something done. I'll just find my VM. Starting Windows. Stop doing that.
Hello, company. I hope you're recovering from your gall sack removal surgery.
Okay, I'll open those files. If they ever. Which one is it? This one for the. Yeah, that's for the 46 days away from Christmas. I wonder how long this VM will last. Because we've currently had it a few weeks. I I think how long have we had the VM? I'll have to check, but I'm not just checking downloads. The VM has existed. Not since then. I'll just check the properties on this because this was from the first VM stream. 18. That would have been what, 2 weeks ago. Was that 2 or 3 weeks ago? Not 100% sure, but it's not very old. Wonder how long it will last. Just gonna give a little shot of hopefully having this work. Because we've not had it work yet. Illegal street racers. I want to see why it's so illegal. I don't think it's working. Sickle, skittle. Hold on, this is as far as we've got into this. We've gone really far into this game. And I have no idea what I'm doing because it is... Let's do a quick race. It's not crashed. And none of my inputs are working. I might exit this game. It doesn't really... That's a bit of a letdown. Oh, no, no, no. I don't want that opening. I should get a capture card for the PS3. That way I can actually play games on the PS3. Like here. I might just look at this Darren Winu. Very poorly misspelled Daewoo website. Actually, hold on. How long's this been? 2 hours. I know it's only 9 o'clock, which is quite early for these. But I'm not quite sure what to really do. The automation car was great. Never going to be able to peak that. But yeah, that's I'm just gonna have a think quickly, just see if I can think of anything that could be done. Did not mean to play that. Huh. Yeah, there's not really nothing I could think of. So thanks for coming around to the stream, and see you next time.